And now, the Children's Krishna Book. Once upon a time, the earth goddess, Bhumi, became a cow and went to ask Lord Brahma for help. Crying, she said, "The whole world is upset because now there are many kings on earth who are really demons." So Lord Brahma, who is the father of the universe, and Bhumi, and all the demigods went to the ocean of milk to see Lord Vishnu on his planet of Shvetadvipa. There they offered their respectful obeisances to Lord Vishnu and chanted the Purusha Sukta prayers. Lord Vishnu said, "Soon I will come down to earth as the son of Vasudeva, along with my brother and sister, Balaram and Yogamaya. All of you demigods should take birth on earth in the Yadu family. Then I will come myself as the Supreme Lord Krishna to save all the devotees and kill all the demons." Sometime later, Vasudeva, the son of the Yadu king, Shurasena, married Devaki, the beautiful daughter of Devaka. After the wedding, Devaki's brother Kamsa drove them home on a wonderful golden chariot. There were hundreds of other nice chariots, 200 of her young girlfriends, 15,000 horses, and 400 elephants nicely decorated with gold and garlands, along with wonderful music from conch shells, bugles, and drums. Suddenly, a great voice was heard from the sky. "Kamsa, you are such a fool! The 8th son of this sister will kill you." Kamsa became afraid. Immediately he caught Devaki's hair and raised his sword to kill her. Vasudeva, her new husband, stopped him and said, "My dear brother-in-law, please do not kill your own sister. She will never give you trouble. Right now you are safe. Whenever she has any children, I promise to give them all to you." Kamsa knew that Vasudeva would keep his promise, so he did not kill her. After Devaki had her first baby, the great devotee Narad Muni came to Kamsa and said, "Kamsa, be careful of the friends and demigods born in the families of Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd men, and Vasudeva. They are all getting ready for Krishna to come. He is sure to kill all the demoniac kings of the world." Kamsa and his friends were all demons, so they were always afraid of the demigods. And Kamsa was especially very, very afraid that he would be killed by Krishna, who was taking birth in the Yadu family. So he locked up Vasudeva and Devaki and his own father Ugrasena inside a prison. Then Kamsa made himself the king. He began to disturb all the Yadu family and even killed the 6 baby boys born to Devaki and Vasudeva, one after another. Krishna's sister, Yogamaya, took Devaki's seventh baby, Balaram, away and put him safely in Vrindavan with Rohini in the house of Nanda and Yashoda. Then Krishna was ready to come as the eighth son of Devaki. The baby Kamsa feared the most. As the days went by, an ocean of hate grew in Kamsa's heart. He waited for the child to be born, hoping to kill him as he had killed Devaki's other 6 sons. He was always thinking of Krishna 24 hours a day, while sleeping, eating, working, while talking, sitting, or walking. All Kamsa could see around him was Krishna, 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 Krishna. Devaki became very happy waiting for Krishna's birth. All the demigods and Narad visited her to tell her, "Do not be afraid, Devaki. Your son Krishna can never be killed by the demon Kamsa. Krishna is coming just to kill all the demons everywhere in the world so his devotees can live peacefully." At the time of Krishna's birth, there were nice signs everywhere. The planets and stars moved to good positions in the skies. The rivers were full of clear flowing waters, and the lakes were full of lotus flowers. The forests were full of beautiful singing birds and dancing peacocks. The soft winds smelled of sweet flowers. The Brahmin priests found their homes very nice for offering prasadam to the Lord and for sacrifices. The Gandharvas and Kinnaras began to sing. The Siddhas and Charanas offered prayers. The Apsaras began to dance, and the great sages and demigods showered flowers from the skies. In the darkness of night, during a heavy rainstorm, Lord Vishnu appeared as the Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devaki, who also looked like a demigoddess. Vasudeva saw his wonderful baby son with 4 hands holding a conch shell, club, disc, and lotus flower, and flashing his bright effulgence within the room. He had the special mark of Srivatsa on his chest, a yellow curl of hair, and the jeweled necklace with the Kaustuba stone around his neck. He was dressed in yellow silk, valuable golden bracelets, bangles, earrings, and other ornaments all over his body. He had a full head of thick hair and wore a helmet with the Vaidurya stone. Vasudeva wanted to celebrate the birth of his wonderful baby by giving away thousands of decorated cows to the Brahmins, but as he was locked in a prison, he simply prayed. He bowed down with folded hands to offer prayers. He said, "My Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you have so kindly appeared in my home to kill the demoniac kings of the world like Kamsa. Knowing that you are to kill him and his followers, Kamsa has already killed your 6 baby brothers before you. As soon as he hears that you have come, he will try to kill you too." Devaki was very afraid of her brother and prayed, "My dear Krishna, please save me from the cruel hands of Kamsa. As soon as he knows you have come here, He may hurt you, so please hide your four-armed form from our eyes." Krishna answered,
"I know you are thinking about me out of great love and are afraid of Kamsa. Therefore, take me now to Gokula Vrindavan and exchange me with the daughter who has just been born to Yashoda."
Then the Lord turned himself into an ordinary small baby. Vasudeva quietly took his little son out of the prison. Somehow, everyone in Kamsa's palace, especially the doorkeepers, slept very nicely, and all the doors opened. The night was very dark, and it was thundering and raining. While Vasudeva carried little Krishna in the heavy rain, Lord Anantashesha spread his serpent hood over the head of Vasudeva like an umbrella. They came to the Yamuna River. It was roaring with big waves and foam, but they were able to cross. On the other side, he went to the home of Nanda Maharaj in Vrindavan, where everyone was also sleeping. He walked inside quietly and put Krishna down next to Mother Yashoda. Then he picked up Yashoda's baby girl and went back with her to the prison of Kamsa, where he put her down next to Devaki. He locked everything very well, so Kamsa could not see that so many things had happened during the night. After Vasudeva locked the doors and gates, the gatekeepers woke up and heard the new baby crying. Then they went to Kamsa. Kamsa was so very afraid that his hair stood up on end. He jumped out of bed and cried, "Now the whole death of my life is born." Then he hurried to the prison and to the bed of Devaki and the baby. Quietly, Devaki said, "My dear brother, Kamsa, please, do not kill this baby girl. You won't be killed by a girl, but by my 8th son." Cruel Kamsa grabbed the newborn child to throw her down hard on the stone. But that baby slipped right out of his hands and went straight up into the sky. Actually, she was the wonderful goddess Durga. She wore a beautiful dress, flower garlands, and shining jewels and ornaments. In her 8 hands she held a bow, spear, arrows, bell, conch shell, disc, club, and shield. From above, in the sky, the goddess Durga shouted at Kamsa, "You rascal! You cannot kill me! The child who will kill you is already born before me, somewhere within this world. Don't be so cruel to your poor sister." Then she left. Kamsa became even more afraid. He said to Vasudeva and Devaki, "I have just been like a demon to kill your 6 little babies. Please excuse me for my terrible behavior." He unlocked them personally and let them go out of the prison. But the next day, he had a change of heart. Kamsa, who was the greatest rascal, ordered his demon friends to disturb all kinds of saintly persons and to kill all children born in the last 10 days. In Vrindavan, it was declared that a boy was born to Yashoda. Nanda Maharaj gave away 200,000 well-decorated cows, mountains of grains, golden bordered cloth, and ornaments to the Brahmins, musicians, and singers. The Brahmins chanted different Sanskrit hymns for the good fortune of the child. All the cowherd men and their wives, the gopis, dressed up very nicely and brought gifts for the new baby. When they got to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda's house, the gopis gave their blessings to Krishna by mixing turmeric powder, oil, yogurt, milk, and water, and sprinkling it on baby Krishna and on everyone there. The cowherd men saw the fun, and they in turn joyfully threw yogurt, milk, ghee, and water on the gopis. Then everyone began to throw butter on each other. Nanda Maharaj was very happy to see everyone enjoying Krishna's birth ceremony and prayed to the Supreme Personality of Godhead to protect his child. After Krishna's birth celebration, Nanda Maharaj went to Mathura, where he saw his good friend Vasudeva. Vasudeva was happy to hear all about Krishna and Balaram. He said, "My dear Nanda, please go back home soon. I think there will be some trouble in Gokul Vrindavan." So Nanda Maharaj prayed for the safety of Vrindavan on his way home.